Can you make on? I guess I'm just practicing on. Are you outside?
Huh?
You're not outside.
Nah.
On astral projection.
You want a video on astral projection?
Yeah.
Alright, I got you. I'm gonna do that right now. Oh.
I got all my stones over here with me.
Well,
I'm gonna come out to the park.
I'm actually recording right now too, so your voice may be up here. So.
Oh. Am I gonna be famous?
Look.
I see.
Nah, I don't know, but I'm gonna do a video on astral projection. I wanted to do a video, period. Something was enticing me to do a video, so.
I know, I just wanted to do one just now too, but for like all the people on Facebook. I have all the people on Facebook who just like ask me questions on a daily basis, and I just took a picture of like my crystal, one of my crystals, because everybody's like, what do you do? I'm like, dude, I just do what I know how to do, and the rest I just stalk people for answers for.
Just do you, right? No doubt. Alright, so I'm about to bang this video real quick. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm just going to freestyle off the top. So.
Alright, awesome. I'll be waiting for the link.
Yep, you already know. I got you.
Gracias.
Later. Greetings. Wholeness. Anuki, Danu, Tenepti, Nebnetaru. Anuki, Danu, Tenepti, Nebnetaru. Alright. This video is on astral projection. Okay. A friend of mine asked me to do a video on astral projection. I was going to do a video anyway, as you probably heard already. But yes. Let me just say this first. If there's anything that I do or anything that I say that you are unfamiliar with and I don't explain myself, alright, so yeah. So the only thing I will explain, the only thing I will talk about is astral projection. So anything else will be irrelevant to this video, okay? So first, thank you for watching the video and even being willing to hear someone else's opinion, because if you wanted to know anything about this, then you probably look somewhere else first. And if not, and if this is your first video, then maybe this will be one of your favorite videos. Alright? Check it out. Oh yeah, one more thing. And when I said I may not explain something, I use a language that some people may not be familiar with, and I'm not going to translate. So that's where that is. Alright, so yeah. Astral projection. Alright? People want to astral project. Alright? Maybe you want to know what the hell does that mean exactly. Astral. Okay? It's project. Alright? Sum it all up. You want to leave this plane of existence. You want to project into the astral plane. Okay? So, quite simply, to be as basic as possible, you have to be familiar with lucid dreaming. If you don't have a good grasp of the lucidity in your dreams, then it may be a bit difficult for you to project astral. Dream recall is important. Memory, period, is important with everything. You have to memorize. That's what they teach you in school pretty much anyway, just to memorize. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna talk about school. Not in the public school system form anyway. But this is a school of thought right here. Anyhow, if you aren't recalling your dreams, if you aren't familiar with lucidity in your dreams, then you're gonna need to take some steps. All right. So we're gonna talk to you like you're a baby, no matter if you're advanced or not. Okay. You wanna astral project, and this is just my advice and what I would do. Okay. I speak from my own experience and what I've done and what I've been through. What you wanna do is first and foremost memorize. Be familiar with your dream time and be able to recall. So get a dream time journal. Keep it by your bed. Always think about, what you're gonna dream about and document it. Document before you go in, document when you come out. Okay? Also, once you get familiar with dream recall, you be like, oh yeah, I can tell you dream every day. From every day I know every different dream. 6 different dreams a night or whatever, every day. Then you can start working on your lucidity in your dream. Okay? So with lucidity, you have control over your dreams where you're doing whatever you want to do and you're not victim of circumstance. Okay? You're not just, or even, you're not just a third party watching the events and you can't do anything about it. This is when you are doing what it is that you want to do. Okay? With no hindrance or whatever. Alright? So once you got that and you got the dream recall, so now you recall being lucid, and once you get familiar with that, it's going to be easier. And then the next step added on to that will be to get into a dreamlike state without going to sleep, and that's how you astral project. What you do is you will get as comfortable as possible to the state of sleep paralysis. All right. And if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, check that out. All right. Some people are afraid of sleep paralysis, and I was at one point too, especially growing up, experiencing that. Anyway, I'm very comfortable with it now, and I look for it. You have to look for it when you want to astral project. Okay. So once you've done these steps and you're at the sleep paralysis, when you're in sleep paralysis, what you want to do is, well, to get into sleep paralysis, you will have to get as comfortable as possible, right, on your back. All right, and suggested is keep your head at a 45-degree angle. So pretty much perfect would be like to lie on a couch and the armrest of the couch, lie your head against that to get yourself at a 45-degree angle. You use that to level yourself, and put your hand over. You can do it on your bed too, but and you put your hand over your belly or whatever, or just keep them over to your side. All right, and you don't move. You don't move. It takes an hour, sometimes longer. But you'll get itches and you want to do it, like scratch your nose or itch like I just did. But you don't do it. You can't do it because then you mess up. You have to start all over again. So you just stay completely still. And all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but it takes some time. And sometimes starting off, you may move and you may be like, man, but don't give up. Keep on going. And once you get into sleep paralysis, right before you get into sleep paralysis, you'll know you're going into it because you'll get these itches. Just ignore them. You get all these all these wants to move, but don't do it. Don't move, okay? Just stay completely still. And even if you can, keep in your mind, my body's asleep, but my mind is awake. Body asleep, mind awake. My body's asleep, but my mind is awake. Just keep saying that and don't go into dream time. Just let your body go into dream time, but keep your mind awake, okay? So after an hour, maybe longer, you'll get a ringing in your ears. That's what happens to me. Some people get visuals right away, but I get an auditory hallucination right away. I get ringing in my ears. And that's when I know I'm about to merge over. Okay? So what you want to do is That's when your body's ready, your body's going to sleep, and your spirit is awake still, or your energy is awake still and wants to do something outside the body, and you're aware of it. Okay, you're super consciousness. Okay, above the consciousness. All right. So what you want to do is to get fully out. You will want to, with your mind's eye and with your inner energy, without physically moving your body, pretend that there's a rope coming out of your chest and pull on it to get yourself out. You want and pulling on it, pull it, and like you want to lift yourself out and get lift yourself out and work on it. Work on it. Maybe not get it the first time, but keep on working on it until you do it. You may have to maybe a week, maybe take a month, maybe get it the right first time. Maybe do it twice in one night and get it, whatever. All right, do that, and you'll get out of the body. Okay, and from there you're on your own. Okay, because sometimes it don't last that long. Okay, sometimes it takes 5 seconds to snap back into your body. Like it's like time doesn't exist. All right. When you get in that realm, time exists in this realm. That's what we agreed on here. So it may be a long time there, but it's instant here too. So one man's day is another man's lifetime. Alright? So each day is your lifetime, or each lifetime is a day. However you live your life, right? To make every moment count. So, alright, with those steps, you'll be able to astral project. So just make sure that you do the necessary steps. Keep a journal. Get lucid. Alright? Don't be afraid of sleep paralysis. Invite it and pull yourself out. And then you're on your own. You do what you want to do from there, and you make your own documentation of that too, and then you can share your experience, and maybe you can comment, on this video, and let me know how your experience is or was, or maybe you're astral projecting while viewing me, or maybe I'm astral projecting while viewing myself, because really you move as fast as your thoughts. Okay, but yes, learn to be still though. That is a good part of it. That's the best part of it, and that's the most important part of it. You can't move. You have to learn how to get your mind and your body to separate. And that's how you astral project. You go into the spirit realm and you leave the physical realm. You go into the mental realm. Okay, so let me make sure and loosen up. I'm going to tighten up. Alright. Definitely be careful when you're astral projecting too. Always be careful no matter what realm you're in. Okay, always protect yourself. Alright, make friends, and some people don't want to be your friend though. Alright, some people don't want to be your friend, and some people don't care how friendly you are. Alright, remember that. And I'm talking about in every realm. Make friends and make acquaintances, and get people to work for you, and work with people and things and ideas and whatever else you want to work with. Just be careful, okay? Because not everybody wants to be your friend, and not everyone wants to help you. But some will act like they want to help you, and in the end, they'll snipe you down. Alright? So yes, you will encounter beings, otherworldly beings, when doing things like this. Alright? You have to learn how to get your magic together. Alright? You learn how to work with these elements. Learn what you're doing. Learn with your work. Learn what it is that you're working with. And the best way to do that is to learn who you are, because you are the biggest instrument. You are the magic wand. Your wish is your command. Learn how to use. Okay. So yeah, astral projection. Anyone can do it. Some people get it easier than others. Some people have a harder time. But that is my recommendations on getting into astral projection. All right, I made it pretty brief and pretty simple, pretty basic. I think that suffices. And if anyone disagrees, or if anyone wants to add on, feel free. All right. Uh, I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer because something else may come to me. but I'm gonna tell you about one of my experiences with astral projection. I'm actually gonna tell you my first time astral having the astral projection experience. Okay. All right. Reading the book about voodoo. Okay. Or voodoo, and there was a hypnotic trance for self hypnosis to help you get out of body. It actually was in this book that I was reading a few years back, probably almost 10 years ago, if not more. Okay. Um, what happened was, because I was already into my dreams and stuff, I didn't even expect this to happen in the book. But I'm reading the book and I'm looking at this image, and this image is putting me into a trance. As I go into this trance, it's telling me how to get out of body. It's telling me it's giving me a different way of pulling though. It told me to pull out to the top of my head, or to the back of my head, or just out this way, just back that way. So I suggested you come out through the front because if you lie on your back. All right. So 1 second, please. That wasn't important. So what happened was I came out, right, and I'm above myself, and I'm viewing myself with my head down in the book, and I'm like, wow. So I can still like imagine the words of the book and what it's instructing me to do, and or I memorize what it is. It's not like I was still using my eyes, not those eyes anyway, my spiritual eyes. So I come out and I start to move. I leave out the room and I go down the stairs to the front of where I used to live. I go downstairs to the kitchen, and then someone comes home, and I panic back and I rush back into myself, and I like when you wake up so abruptly from falling or something. That's what happened. That was my first time, and then I did it a few times after that willingly years later. It's not something I do all the time. Right now, what I've been doing is just documenting dream time record and building up a lot of different things in the dream time to making a lot of accomplices, killing a lot of demons. So that's what that is. So astral projection, dream time, lucidity. All right, that's what you got to be familiar with. Got to have a great memory. Have a great memory. Work on your memory. And oh yeah, this is why I kept the video going. A good tip is the daytime. You go into the best dream time state when the sun is out, believe it or not. Okay? So when actually like if you get up to do something like to use the restroom or maybe get a midnight snack or something, I don't know. If you wake up during the night time, like close to if you wake up close to like the dawning and it's like the sun's about to come out, you'll dream when that sun is coming in. So if you can find a way to like get a daytime nap in while learning this process, get a daytime nap in, you can have some good dream recall with good lucidity like that. It takes for you not to be disturbed. So my suggestion is for you to, if you don't live alone or if you have kids or something and you really can't stop it, then that's just what you have to deal with. But this is my tips and suggestions on getting there. Dealing with kids, you just will, my personal opinion would just have to let them know once you make a strict schedule, don't bother mommy between this time unless it's an emergency or daddy or whoever. Okay. All right. So yeah, those are my tips and suggestions on dream recall. Anuki Danuka Nepti Neb Netaru 0001112223334445556667788889999. Ashe. Nega.